We've done a green harvest since the early 1990s. Naturally not as intensively as we do it today. But we were actually pioneers in green harvesting. Today, everyone who strives for quality does this. There's no way around it. We can only produce quality by reducing yields. Our Pinot Noir grapes need a certain leaf-to-fruit ratio. A cluster needs 10 leaves for optimal nourishment. If we have 20 clusters, we need 200 leaves. Here and there, we're a bit short. That's why we reduce the number of bunches, so that the remaining bunches really receive optimal nourishment and deliver the maximum quality that's potentially possible in a vintage. Here we have a compact candidate. We simply cut it in half to reduce the pressure. We have to reduce the pressure because the berries, or the cluster, is very tight, and the whole berries push against each other, and they can't move anymore. Now the berries are relatively stable, but when they begin to ripen, their skins soften and they can't withstand outside pressure or their own pressure. So, if I cut off the bottom half, then the pressure is naturally relieved and the berry skins, or the berries, are no longer squashed. And so they remain whole and their skins don't break, which would enable fungal disease to set in. The advantage of doing a green harvest is that afterwards the grape zone opens up. The wind rushes through and really dries off the berries and the clusters if they become damp. It's another way of reducing the risk of fungus. A green harvest is really a tough business. And you simply can't look back. If you look back and look at the vineyard and see the clusters lying on the ground, it can break your heart. But you have a higher goal in mind. And later, when you've tasted the wine, it makes up for everything you've cut away. Because the quality is simply gigantic. And without what's now on the ground, that wouldn't have been possible.